these mountains.
Hey everybody, welcome back to BPJ Game Station where we game to please. We are going to be running Molten T15 with the Pyromancer build today. I'm going to go ahead and jump into it because it's going to be a pretty long video.
I'm at the location.
Please like and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate it. It keeps me making these videos and stuff and putting out new content. So as you can see, with this build, one of the good things is we actually got a way of taking care of this the flying enemies. So that's a good thing, definitely. Group them up and then use heat wave and then overheat, and that's going to get our armor and stuff up. 152 and 195. That's not as high as it can get. I've seen the anomaly power at 600k, and then I've got the highest I've got the armor up to is 1.1 million. And I know there's caps, but that sure is fun to see. All right, so I'm gonna try to get these things grouped up again. Use my overheat. I got to use phaser beam on this guy. Just try to take him out as fast as possible. Phaser beam again. Overheat. Get some armor. And that's kind of the rotation you're going to be using. So got him down. Now we got to worry about those birds. Alright, so get him on the ground while he's down. Try to take at least one of them out. Got him. Man, they are a pain in the ass, I tell you. Alright, so like I said, man,
but the entrance is collapsed.
Damn.
they're still a pain, but you know, at least we got a way of taking care of flying enemies now with the phaser beam. Alright, so in this area, and I just refilled my ammo because, you know, automatic shotguns, you always got to worry about that. We don't have any kind of ability to get ammo to come back up, so just got to make sure I put some, I refill it every now and then. Even though this build is not ammo centric, you know, sometimes I use it just to back up. But so I'll usually go to this area and try to get all the enemies kind of lined up. I'll use heat wave, phaser beam. Let's see what we're looking at. 534 and 768 there. And I knew these big enemies were going to be coming out, so that's why, you know, I came back to this area. I'm going to try to knock these out, you know, as fast as I can. And we're going to have a crawler coming out here in a minute too, so I need to get these guys knocked out at least. More phaser beam should finish that one off, or pretty close. Alright, so that stupid ass crawler, he's going all the way around. I don't know why he done that, but So now we just got to be careful because we don't have any really a lot of armor or anything. So just got to make sure we don't get hit by him. And I just stole his armor right there. So. Is that phaser beam on him? All right, so cleared that area. Not too hard. All right, made sure our ammo is full, and we will continue on. I hate this next section because, you know, all these rocks coming down, and, you know, it's just a pain in the ass to get through. But, you know, like I said, you know, if you don't want to watch the whole run, I will make a shortened video to show the playthrough and to show off the build. And then what they give us, 229 and 406. And if you'll notice, you know, when big dumb BPJ pauses it and then comes back on screen and he's almost dead, and I'll hit a skill real quick, that's untamed power at work. So it'll do a little dish out a little attack real quick, and it'll give me all my health back because it's hitting the enemy. So that's why I can pause like that and jump back in. So untamed power is a very important skill. Getting through some of these levels, like I said, it is a lot about knowing where the enemies are going to spawn and stuff like that. I think in this next section there's going to be 2 crawlers. One's going to start out over there and then another one over there. So I got to try to get over, well, I guess it'll be the next little section. So. But yeah, you got to try to take out the bigger enemies first because, you know, they're the ones that can really F you up. So hit that, got my armor up, 764 and 467. I love how these maulers can knock my my aim off. So it takes so long to build up that phaser beam, and then they'll just hit me and it'll make it shoot it in the direction I don't want it to go in. Kind of funny. I think these maulers are, you know, as far as their hit and their strength, it's a little overpowered for just a regular enemy, but. Oh well. Alright, so yeah, that crawler, he should be coming out over there, so we'll try to deal with him first. So I think I got some extra burn damage on, so I'll try to set him on fire with Hellfire and then hit him with the phaser beam. That'll just give me a little bit extra damage against him, I believe. I guess it's not time for him yet. I guess I'm getting ahead of myself, or maybe they didn't even spawn this round. I don't know. All right, so 485 and 623. maybe no crawlers on this round. I don't know. So let's see what happens. Because that thing looks like it's nearly where it's supposed to be. Nope, there he is. Alright, so I'm going to set him on fire real quick. Hit him with the phaser beam. And then I got to try to get my armor up with overheat. So I got him knocked out. I need to get over here and take care of this other one now. And I'm trying to save some of the ads so I can throw out a heat wave and then get my armor back up. So it looked like everything worked out. All right, now the next section is not any easier. There's a lot of ads. There's a brood mother. A bunch of the striga, so I mean, yeah, they make it pretty difficult to get through this level, and it's awfully long. I think they should shorten it up, or it should have been shorter, but I think just this thing right here going down, that's what makes it such a long level. And so, if you can catch the striga on fire and do an overheat, that usually takes most of their health down, but let's see if I can, so I'll do a, well, he was already almost dead, but you know, that took care of him. So now we're gonna spawn a bunch of other creatures, a bunch of these little spiders. Good opportunity to get our armor up, so
it's what we called little fuckers like these back on Earth.
Are they dangerous?
Oh yeah. One half of every married couple was trained in disposing of them.
Alright, so now the brood mother's gonna come out. So I really need to get some of them striga knocked out because they can put an end to the fight pretty quick. So that worked out all right. But yeah, just keeping that wall in between you and some of the enemies. I mean, you can spray your skills and stuff through the walls, so it's very helpful. All right, so next section. I mean, still just a ton of ads, so just prepare yourself. Make sure you're ready. Make sure your ammo's full, and then head on through to the next section. There will be a lot of the spiders and stuff coming out here, so like always with this build, I'll try to gather most of them up and do a hellfire and then the overheat to just amass a large amount of anomaly power and everything else. So. So we do have to be careful here because I don't have a lot of armor. So just try to knock them out as fast as possible. See, now there's 3 of them. So, like I said, guys, I mean, it's not going to be the strongest build, but, it's got a lot of survivability to it. So, just go with it that way. And I said as many of them on 305 and 415, This is where, if I would have got them lined up just exactly right, this is where I can get it up to like 1.1 million. I might try it here, see what that does. I don't know what that done. 458, but yeah. Still not bad, but I have, like I said, I got the armor up to 1.1 million there, and, that's just awesome. Let's see what that is. 634 anomaly power right there. Alright guys, and if all that shit wasn't enough, here comes the fun part.
Geothermal stuff ranges from salvageable to put me out of my misery. Doubt you'll need to replace it all, though.
That's better than I expected.
Alright, we're ready to go, so hopefully this will be good. Yes, sir. Alright, so set him on fire. Send out this beam. And basically, guys, you just got to try to stay out of this dude's his attacks, because he is hard. You know, it is hard to kill because there's not a lot of ads to an extent. So, you know, as far as getting my armor and stuff up, I just gotta play pretty safe. Try to take out some of the sticks if I can, because you know, they make life a lot harder than it needs to be on this level. So yeah, at this point it's kind of like, okay, hurry up and get this dude dead. There you go, guys. Whew! Like I said, you know, it's not like you can't die, but you know, as long as you keep getting the hellfire on the enemies and stuff, and casting the overheat to get your health and everything, your armor back up, you know, you should be all right. Shit ton of bullets laying out here, so you couldn't never run out of bullets, but I'm just glad I could get that on video, because you know, I love being consistent, but this sometimes, you know, some enemies get lucky shots and stuff, and you know.
Valley of Insurgents, if you must know.
All right, so.
Stay in touch, Outrider. Don't get killed out there.
I was fixing to say, I know there's the phone, so we'll just go over here. I've already beat this level, so I've already picked up one weapon from here. Whoa. But that time we got the sniper rifle.
Show me the truth. Damn.
All right, and
this is my reality.
Go ahead and go to the end, and I'll check and see if I have any legendaries, but I didn't see any. All right, so damage dealt 288 million. I mean, you can just kind of look at that chart. Phaser beam, 78 million of it. Burn, pretty good. I'm just gonna go over the build. So basically, start with the class. I went down some of the bottom, pick up the anomaly power 10%. I came down here for this mostly was the explosive, reduced cooldown of your explosive skill. That is for the overheat, and then increase your anomaly power 10%, increase weapon damage and anomaly power by 5. Decrease all your skill cooldowns by 10%. Increase your max health by 10%. Reduce ignite skills cooldown by 15%. And pretty much all my skills are ignite, so that's what I'm using. Increase your armor piercing against marked enemies. This kind of ties into the final node on this tree. Burn afflicted on enemies deals 20% more damage. Increase your max health by 10%. Increase your resistance. Sometimes you need a little extra resistance. I didn't use an ability for resistance, which you could do that, but I just chose to increase resistance here just to, you know, save me an armor and ability. You could go this other route and pick up this increased weapon damage and anomaly power by 5%, but I think the resistance is going to be more important for your survivability. And then increase max health by 10%, skill leech by 6, increase your max health by 10%, increase your skill leech by 6. This is very important. Activating ignite skills increases your armor by 45% for 10 seconds. We're constantly spamming ignite skills, constantly getting our armor up, and that's how I could get those big numbers like 600k armor and so forth. So you're definitely going to want to pick that one up. Double skill leech when under 30% of max health. Reduce ignite skills cooldown by 15%. Activating ignite skills increases your armor piercing by 45% and resistance piercing by 45% for 10 seconds. And then enemies afflicted by burn receive 15% more damage. And this one here, this is what I was saying, it ties into the armor piercing. So increase your armor piercing against marked enemies by 30. And then this one is also armor piercing by 45% and resistance piercing by 45%. And then one of our abilities ties into this as well, so just keep that in mind. And then for the skills, of course, we're using Heat Wave. You can't go wrong with that one. That's awesome. 5.5 second cooldown on that. Then Overheat, I wish we could cut that in half a little bit, but I don't want to waste an armor ability for the cooldown, so you know it's going to stay at 11.2, which is fine. And then also the Phaser Beam, got 7.6 seconds cooldown on that. You know, very good. I think that's good enough for what we need to use it for. So basically, I got the Phaser Beam up to 358,000. You could get it up a little bit more than that, but you know, for this purpose, I mean, I think that's adequate. You can also make this build a little bit stronger by getting your status power up, but you know. So the weapon I'm using is actually, it is this Emperor's Will, and it is just, you know, a high level 92.8k firepower automatic shotgun. What I like about this weapon is it's got status power on that, and that helps raise up the Phaser Beam damage. So that's why I got this on here. I also put Moaning Winds on it, and then Death Chains. That's just what came on it. You could you know, get any other ability that, you know, has any kind of just like a more damage effect. Like I said, you know, we're not really worried about the output of the weapons anyway. Moaning Winds, you know, if I'm in a bind and I'm trying to finish off an enemy, I'll just reload or run the bullets out and then auto reload. So that's what we got the Moaning Winds for. And then you could also use the Anemoy. This is the one I've used quite a bit, getting up to this with the Moaning Winds and the Fortress. But it doesn't have status power on the attributes, so that's why I switched it out for this normal shotgun. I put this Roaring Umbra on here. It's not even, the attributes are not maxed out or anything. I got the Kinetic Stomp, which is what it comes with, and then the Ultimate Damage Link. I don't use this a lot. I actually put this on here just for some long distance, but I still don't think the firepower is strong enough to really make a difference. So really you're going to stick to the good old shotgun. So then for the armor pieces, we got the helmet of the Akari, the armor of the Akari, and the waistcloth of the Akari. I know these are hard to get, guys, but you know, it's what makes the build run so well. The way I got these three pieces is I bought them from Tiago before they went up in price. So they started out at level 42, and then I built them up to level 50. So, you know, I was just re-rolling until I got all three pieces. Also, you can get it from the little trick with the hunt missions. So, you know, if you want to do it that way, you know, that's another way to pick this stuff up. Okay, so basically these three pieces are pretty much rolled, you know, perfectly. You got anomaly power, you got skills life leech, status power, and all that stuff is just topped out. I, you know, got the anomaly power through the status power all the way up. So it's got the first ability, it comes on the armor, it's Fire Tsunami. increase the width of the firewall. And then, you know, the second ability is damage absorber. That's nothing new. It's just, you know, increases your armor by 52k, resistance by 10%. You know, this is definitely worth it. You need some survivability. If you can't survive, you know, you're not putting out them damage numbers. So, you know, go with it, put it on there, and it's awesome. And then the second piece is the armor of the Akari. It's got anomaly power, skills, life leech, and cooldown reduction. All good attributes. Then I put, for the first ability, a blacksmith. Overheat. Each status condition consumed by the skill grants 52,000 armor bonus for 8 seconds. This is how I was getting my armor up so high. So, you know, I would use heat wave, then I would use overheat to suck up all them status conditions, and I would get my armor up to 52k. So that's a must-have for survivability. It makes this build awesome. It makes it very tanky, you know, at least for 8 seconds. But hopefully we can kill stuff faster than that. Anyway, then for the second ability, you got Tidal Wave, which just lets you have one more heat wave before it runs out. And then you got the Waistcloth of Akari, and you got Anomaly Power, Skills Life Leech, Cooldown Reduction. You know, perfect rolls for this build. Anomaly Echo, that's not the best ability, but it comes on this armor piece, so you know, you gotta stick with it unless you want to try some of the other Akari pieces. But grants 90-10 firepower and 11k anomaly power for 15 seconds on skill activation. And then the second ability is untamed power. Using skills deals 40k damage to enemies within a 5-meter radius around you. The damage is equal to 30% of your anomaly power. I think this is an amazing ability. You know, for survivability. Every time you hit heat wave, it does a little damage around you, so you know it kills any enemies that's in close range. So I think this is an awesome ability to have on there. So I would stick with that. If you want to change it out and play around with it a little bit, be my guest. But you know, this is what works best for my gameplay style. And then the 3-piece set for the Akari is every enemy damaged by heat wave grants 50% anomaly power bonus for 10 seconds. That's the other thing that, you know, gets that anomaly power up so high. And then for the last, or this second to last piece, you got just a regular pair of gloves. I got a perfect roll on this. I got anomaly power, status power, and cooldown reduction. I love this. Status power to get my phaser beam up higher. Then I put first ability burnt out. Damaged enemies take 25% more damage for 8 seconds. And then Ashen Champion. That comes off of, just checking my notes, Ashen Champion. It comes off the helmet of the Lava Lick. So, you know, that is another piece of armor that you'll have to get. But, you know, it's definitely worth it because inflicts ash on enemies instead of burn. Each enemy hit boosts your anomaly power by 20% for 10 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. Another awesome ability. I wouldn't change that out for anything else. Keep that on there. It's awesome. And then finally, for the last piece, we got the boots. I put Phoenix Force on there, and this is also very good skill, I think. It earns additional 6,000 anomaly power per status consumed by the skill for 8 seconds, stacks up to 10 times. You know, this gets that anomaly power up there real high. You know, just great for the build. And as far as the attributes for this armor piece, I got max health. I think you need some health on this. You know, everything can't be anomaly power, and you know, because you got to survive. If you're not surviving, you're not killing shit. So, you know, we got the max health on this. We got the cooldown reduction, and then another status power that also helps the phaser beam. So, and then the final ability is Ride the Wave. The skill can be activated one more time. You know, that's amazing. You could change that out for some other skills if you're having trouble surviving. Ones that I would recommend would be Ember Shield, and that increases resistance by 10%, stacks up to 5 times. That's another overheat ability. Or you could put Circle of Power on there, which is it adds 15% resistance every time you do a skill for like 7 seconds or something like that. And those are the two that I would recommend. But I really like Ride the Wave on this because I like spamming heat wave so much. So I would really recommend that one. But that's the build, guys. That's what got us on the T15 uh, track for Molten Depths, and let's see what else have we beat with it. We beat Boomtown, Chemplant, and Archways of Enoch. I still got some other ones to try, but that's what we got so far, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe. Um, use this armor. I hope if you can make it better, or if you have some pointers for me to get something working a little bit better, be my guest and let me know. I'm gonna make another video to shorten this up a little bit, but I'm gonna keep the full gameplay out there as well, so if anybody wants to see the entire run through, they can. Like always, guys, this is BPJ Game Station, where we game to please, and I will see y'all in the next episode.